Okay, we're going to be making the first few rows of the body of this sleepy giraffe pattern. So you should have your first leg that is not closed but is fastened off. You can go ahead and weave this in. I usually weave it in later. And then this is the second one we made that's still attached to the working yarn. So you're going to start by closing this leg. So with 4 single crochet, you're going to go through both sides, to close the top of the leg. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to chain 5. Now you bring in the first leg you made. Pinch it closed somewhere, anywhere that works for you. Bring your hook through both sides, and again you're going to do 4 single crochet across to close the top. Oh, about lost it. And I do want to say that these are slightly different colors than I used in the pictures on the pattern. For the hooves on here, I used Burnett Blanket in almond. No, I'm sorry. This is Burnett Baby Blanket in baby sand. And then this is vintage white. So slightly different. This is the same gold color as the pictures. Okay, so our legs are now attached. Now we're going to move on to row 2 of the body. So you chain 1, and now you turn your work this way. And don't let that chain twist on you. Now we're going to do an increase. So in the first stitch, we'll do 2 single crochet, 3 across the leg, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do 5 single crochet across this chain. It's a chain 5, so we'll do 5 single crochet in it. Now 3 single crochet, and then in this last stitch do an increase. Okay, now this is the part that gets a little bit tricky to see what you're doing. You kind of have to feel. So chain 1 again, turn your work over, and on this side we're going to be working in what is right now the front loops only. So what I usually do, especially on these first few, I'll stick my hook in there and kind of differentiate the front and back loops, and then let that back loop slip off and be just on the front loop to do my stitches, just so you know that you're in the right spot. Do an increase, find the 2 again, slip out of there, just get the first one, do 14 stitches across, all in the front loops. That's 5. Eight, 9, 10, 1 more. This last one, the back loop really likes to hide, so on this last one, pull up both of those loops. That'll help you when you turn your work. 14. Okay, so now we're going to turn our work again, and what was the back loop on what we just did, that's now our front loop from our current perspective, and that's what we're going to work in now. And that will create the circle that we're working into of the body. This one's really probably the toughest stitch Sometimes it's best to kind of find it with your hook. But like I said, it likes to hide, so whenever you were on the other side, it helps to pull it up just a little bit. Kind of loosen it up. Come on, you bugger. Doesn't help that this angle with the camera is not great. There we go. Okay, I found it. Now, get my yarn back on there. Oops, boop, boop. Got me all tangled up. So we're gonna do an increase in what's now the front loop was the back loop. And then 14 stitches across. Again, you kind of have to dig, and it's gonna be lower. So here's what the stitches we did on the front loops. Well, what right now is the back loops right here. So think about how tall a single crochet is. That loop you're looking for is somewhere down here. It's not gonna be up high where you're working. So I like to kind of fold it over, and that helps me find those loops better. Oh, I can feel it. It's just tight. Okay. There we go. 1, 3, fold it over. 4, 5, 6. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So now we have what's starting to be a circle to go around in a spiral around the body. The legs are attached. So now when we move on, we just find this stitch right here. And that's what we'll do at the beginning of round 4 to do an increase. 15 single crochet around this side, increase over here, 15 single crochet to end the round. So before I start, I would insert a stitch marker here so that I know the beginning and end of these spirals.